Hello beekeepers, today I would like to check this hive, and I want to show you this hive too. It's a unique hive in a sense, like it's one of the kind that I have, and I call it hybrid hive because it's made of a natural log, so I carved it inside, but it also has a place for frames so that I could inspect it. So the bottom part is totally natural. The top part has frames, 9 frames that I can essentially take out and inspect. This hive hasn't been opened since last year, and the idea here is like if the bees live in natural environment, they can maintain the environment really well. It's a very raw cut inside. They properlized everything, and they also can essentially maintain the better temperature. So the bees that I have here right now, I populated this hive in April of last year, and they're living in this hive since then. Like it's more than a year, and they were able to bring some honey, and that honey was staying in the hive. The bees were alive, they were curing the honey, and the honey should be medicinal because there is no treatment. Like I did not use any anti-mite treatment whatsoever. So the bees were maintaining everything by themselves. I also did not care about swarming. They, I think they swarmed a couple times this year, but it's a natural behavior. So the idea to have it a natural hive. On the back side, I have a door that I can access, and I can cut some comb with a knife. I have a knife. And from the top, I can access the frames. And they have 2 entrances. One is the top entrance, this one. You can see bees are loving this one. But they're also using the bottom entrance over there. Show you a little bit of the bottom entrances right there. See, they're flying at the bottom. And the door is on this side, right? So I can open the door and check what's going on from the door and cut the excess of the frames, not the frames, excess of comb, uh, and get some comb honey. And from the top, I can get regular deep frames and do some renewal. And that's what I want to do today because in a natural environment, the cycle is usually like 5, maximum 6 years when the bees live in the hive and they abandon it because the cells become too small. In this one, I can actually rotate the frames and I can get them newer frames, and that's what I want to do today. If they have some honey, I want to take that honey away and I will extract it. That will be super medicinal honey because of no treatment and cured by bees for a long time. And also it will give them some room to expand, to build new frames, fresh frames that they can populate and use the whole year. And next year, if I'm still here, I'll do it again. So the idea is to rotate this. So this is how it looks. So they're pretty happy. Now I would like to try and see what is going on inside of this hive. So this is my roof, right? So I can go from the roof and check it. Okay, I like to use gloves, and I also will be using smoke because they can sting me if I don't use smoke. So smoke is good. It calms them down. They're not so aggressive. So I can open it. See, it's quite tall. I have big fat spiders here living. Wow, this is so big. Get out here. And also the ants love it because it's so warm, and I put this insulation here, and there's a huge like nest of ants which basically I have to expel. So I squeezed all of this ants larva, and then I can open it. So Perhaps I position it a different way so that it would be better seen what's going on. Okay, hopefully it will work. It's quite tall, like I need to use some sort of a step ladder to get there better, but I think it should be okay for now. Like I said, smoke is essential, right? So I smoke bees at the entrance because that's where the guard bees are located. And I put my smoker here, and then I slowly move this lid, right? So I use smoke on the bees, and I remove the lid. There's not too many bees, but there are some bees. I think it's because the hive swarmed. So let's start from somewhere here. Let's inspect this frame first. I think because it's the easiest one to get out. See, it's a 9-frame thing, and then they also have some extra comb on the sides. Yeah, it's super hard to get it out, but I'll try. The sizing is important, like how well it's all sized. I'll try to do it this way, like this. Oh, nice. Stuck a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Wow. This frame is honey and pollen, like cupped honey and pollen. Nice. Good frame. So we can leave this frame somewhere here for now. Ants are everywhere, so I need to do something with the ants. Like the best way to deal with the ants, I think, is to use this little powder. Sorry for my English pronunciation, but it's essentially the powder that could be used. Wow, this is honey frame. The powder can be used on the sides, and like around the hive, and the ants really hate it. Wow. So this is a honey frame. So I remove the smoke because it gets these upset. Okay, I want to show this. See, this is totally like a honey frame. So I think I'll just harvest it. It's capped honey. It was capped like for a year. Bees were treating it. So essentially it's a medicinal honey. Very nice. So take it away. Now check another one. So we check this frame. It's a bit stuck. With the dimensions, it's hard to get it precise in this type of configuration. And it's not meant to be like opened often, so it's okay. Oh yeah, and they stuck it like it is a honey, so glued. It's glued with honey to the bottom grid. See, this is honey. Wow. This honey is absolutely amazing as far as the taste. Okay, this is the second one. Wow, this is honey frame. That's amazing. Yeah, lots of honey. So even at the bottom, so I think I just clean it. in there, because if I put it like this in the box, they gonna, I can't resist anything. Wow. It's amazing, like it's very liquid and very sweet. But I know there is no sugar because I did not feed them, and this is purely like natural honey. And I can see all the bees are down there, like, okay? I got 2 frames now. Now, this is whole bunch of honey here on the side. So I need to remove these. Perhaps I cut this honey with a knife. Yeah. I think the plan would be take this frame, and I see some brood in this frame. So I will move this frame closer, but before I do it, I will remove this comb, because this is purely all good honey. Yes, it is very intrusive, but I don't think I have much choice. Wow, these ants are annoying. Or maybe I do it after I get to this, inspect this frame, right? So this is another one. Let's check it. Okay, it's brood, but all brood is cut. They definitely swarmed, and this is the last brood to show up. Like I don't see any eggs. The queen must be very young, because the hive swarmed. And looking down below, I see comb, and that comb is full of honey, full of honey. It's amazing. So I have lots of honey over there. I think it's more honey than they need. It's time basically for them to pay for the housing expenses. Yeah, the ants like are very annoying. These little ants, they are not so aggressive as the bigger ones. They're extremely annoying. Okay. This is another one. This one also has some brood that is capped. Everything is capped. Check for the queen. I don't see queen, but I see that they're bringing honey. Let's sniff it. What's interesting, like, I don't know if you can see, but they have some brood that is open brood, but the larva seems to be alive. Like it's a pretty well developed larva, but they opened it. I think it's because it's alive. They want to control mites, so that's a very good natural behavior. And I see even some mites on the bees, but they did not die. That's excellent. Okay, so I think it's a natural behavior to control the mites. So this frees me some room to try to remove this comb, right? So this comb is really good comb. Let's see if I can cut it out more or less accurately, and then I can do it from here, and then I can cut it from over here. Wow. Sorry bees, it's just like regular maintenance, and also a rental agreement, right? So, wow, this is honey. Harvest, It's another good piece. So put the bees back. Now they're getting agitated. Okay. And before they start stinging me, I want to use smoke around me so that they get distracted. So they will think it's fire or something like that. Because otherwise they can sting me. Now there's another good piece. Wow. This is a really big chunk. Wow. Amazing. So these go back. And this one go back. Now like it's totally messy, but I cleaned it. I removed this extra honey. Now I'm ready to put it back. So this is a totally natural honey. And the bees are okay, I think. So now, in order to put it back, so we start from this frame, right? So this is pollen and old honey. We put it first. Right here. And it doesn't fit well. Always some hiccups. I think I need to clean it a little bit more, like this stuff here. If I move it right here, clean it slightly, I should be able to put that frame back. Okay, fits well. Then we have these bees. That frame was next to it, so we put it the same way. And then this was the frame number 3. So I harvested 2 deep frames. Now I want to check what is on the other side. So they have another 4 frames to inspect. Very cool. So this is empty. I see some pollen. I don't see any larvae. And this one also doesn't have any larvae. Okay, that's strange. A little bit like cup brood, but not really much. So this is almost totally empty frame with no eggs and no larvae. So this can go on the side, right? Because there is no point to put it on the inside, because it's better if they populate it with honey, and then I can harvest this honey next year. So it should go on the side. Now this frame has some brood. Yeah, sticky. I should have taken some more gloves. Okay. There's some brood. Cup brood. No queen. Okay, cup brood can go here, right? So we have 3 brains with brood, and then this frame for the is looking empty. Yeah, I got some pollen, a little bit of cup brood. Again, no eggs or larvae. Okay, the last frame to inspect is this one. So we took 2 frames of these from here. Okay, this is interesting frame. Wow, this is a pollen frame. Pollen here, pollen there, and that's it. I think this one will be good to put closer to the bees. And then there is another comb right here that is honey, but it's full of bees and I'm not sure if I want to remove it right now. So what I can do, I think I can harvest this one too, because the pollen is really good. It's like medicinal pollen here. I think I take this one and harvest it too. So I will extract honey and then freeze the frame and carefully extract this pollen. So they don't need it for now. So 3 frames, right? I'm taking 3 frames so far. Okay. Yeah, so one of the disadvantages of this tall hive, because it's hard to work with it. Okay. And then the last thing is that comb. Like, it looks very attractive. Maybe I get some of that too. So I have some. The bees are getting agitated. I think it's probably good time to wrap it up, because they are not very happy. I'm surprised they did not sting me yet, but this comb looks extremely attractive. Maybe I cut a chunk of it from the top. Just like, it's not that I totally need that honey, but I want them to work on the construction. Wow, there is another layer over there. That's cool. Here we go. There's some drone larvae, some bees, so I can shake these bees down and put it here. Okay, I think it's good for now. I think it's good. So we take that one that we wanted to put on the side, and we'll put it on the side here. Right, so we put this one on the side. Okay. Now we need one frame. Actually, we don't need anything like. I think it's good. So we can take this frame. Yeah, they're spinning me slightly, but yeah, this is almost empty, and this is not a natural frame. I think it's probably good to take it out. I'll leave it to them like that. No, I put it on the side, and then later they can get it full with honey, and then I will remove it. Now, the 3 frames that I removed, I want to replace with this natural comb, and that will be it. So this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. Now I think the top stuff is in a good shape, so I just need to align it a little bit, and I think that's it. Yeah. So move the bees out, and then carefully close it back with the lid. Fine, so take the lid and put it back. Watch for the bees. Okay, that's good. Now it's all closed. And then this is my harvest. Like, I don't know, it's maybe 3 pounds of good honey in a comb. Some bees, but I will remove them. But overall, it's pretty good result. And I also took 3 frames of honey, deep frames, and a whole bunch of comb. You know, just to finish it, the inspection, I probably have to look at the behind of the door, like what's going on over there. But I need to change my gloves because the gloves are messy. So go and change my gloves and then come back and do it again. Okay, I cleaned all the tools, and the top is done. It's of course messy, but it's okay. It's something that needs to be done, this procedure, because I want them to build new comb. It's essential for healthy hive to have a new comb. But a little bit suspicious that I did not see any eggs, so I'll take a note to check it in a couple of weeks, and if they don't have eggs in a couple of weeks, then I will need to supply them with a queen, or maybe just a frame of brood with eggs, and then I can make a new queen. But in a couple of weeks I want to verify, and now I want to open this button, right, so to see what we have in there, and perhaps maybe remove something from here as well. Camera is blocking my view, but ooh, lots of honey here, so I have to make sure it doesn't fall on the ground. Oops, there's a chunk of honey. Now this piece, so this honey got attached to the door, so I have to do something about it because they glue it to the door. But as far as removing, I can just cut it from here. Right? And the bees are getting agitated already. I'm gonna take this and totally remove it. So, and the reason why I remove it, because like it's not gonna stay well. So this honey could be removed, or can wait. This is very tasty, but on the inside, if I open it like this and show what's going on inside, this is that inside part. Wow, lots of honey dripped here, and lots of stuff over here. I have some frames over there as well, and they're not using it much, so I think it's good for now. Like, I can see like this one is fresh honey, right? It's honey comb, but it's a fresh honey, so it means like I don't want to touch it. For now it's not fully cured. I'm taking only old honey. Perhaps what I'll do, I'll wait until the major honey flow stops, and then maybe in 1 month or so I will cut this comb because it will be full of honey, and I will harvest this. This probably all will be honey, and at the same time I can check on the development. But see, this is full of honey, whole bunch of bees, and this is how the walls look like. It's all fully properlized, the bottom entrance, the walls, very good smell. I think bees are happy here, so I think for now I'll just close it. I close this hive and leave it like that for some indefinite period of time, but in the future perhaps I put something here, like some planks, to make sure that they do not attach the comb to the door, because I don't like it when they attach it to the door. I remove it and then it's basically all destroyed, so I don't want it to destroy it. So I'll make some grid right here to make sure that in the future they attach comb to that grid, some sort of removable planks that I can remove as I cut the comb, because all of that comb, it needs to be cut at some point. Wow. Very impressive. Okay, I think that's it for today. This is a little bit of honey that I harvested, and the bees are working and flying, and I think that's enough for today. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.